Hi everyone, I'm here to help you with 1.4 number 6, age and I. So number 6, age, I did not assign this problem because I think that you would probably I would be so surprised if you saw a problem like this. I would be so surprised, but I'll go ahead and explain it. So we need to find the inverse of this function. And x needs to be greater than or equal to -1. Okay, so I'm going to switch my x and y. And then I'm going to move everything to one side so that it kind of looks like a quadratic. And the only thing that we can do to solve for y is do the quadratic formula. It's like really weird. So we're going to do the quadratic formula. So we're going to get y equals negative b. And I want you to remember that this is like a is 1, b is 2, and c is negative x. Okay, so negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c all over 2a. So if we simplify that, we'll get negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 4 plus 4x over 2. Okay, since the domain was x is greater than -1, if I plugged in -1 to the original, my y value, so this is my lowest x value, then this means that that's my lowest y value. So my y's need to be greater than or equal to -1. Okay, let's pretend that like this wasn't even here. We have -2 divided by 2 is -1. Okay, and then we're going to do plus or minus something. So if I do -1 plus something, that number is going to be bigger than -1. If I do -1 minus something, that number is going to be smaller than -1, and that's not going to work with our domain, because our domain in the inverse is that x needs to be greater than or equal to -1. Okay, so we cannot subtract is basically what I'm getting at. So if I go back to what I had, I shouldn't have crossed it out. Basically, what we realize is that we cannot subtract, because we would have like -1 minus something, and that's not going to fit in our domain. Our domain needs to be bigger than or equal to -1. So basically, we get y equals -2 plus the square root of 4 plus 4x over 2. And then, let's see, I can factor out a 4 out of here. 4, when I factor it out, I'm left with 1 plus x over 2. And then the square root of 4 is 2. 1 plus x over 2. And then all of these 2's, since these 3 2's can divide, we can divide them. So I'll get -1 plus square root of 1 plus x, and my domain is greater than or equal to -1. Okay, like I said, this is more like a higher level question. I would be absolutely shocked if you guys got a question like this, okay? It's pretty challenging. I hope that helps. Have a wonderful day.